from beautiful Tyler Consolidated High School, your Monroe Central Seminoles visit the Tyler Consolidated Knights. Today we've just had the flip of the coin, and as usual, the Seminoles will receive. Seems to be almost a weekly occurrence. The other teams, if they win the toss, they seem to defer to the second half. If we win the toss, Coach Carlson elects to take the ball. So almost every week, we are receiving the opening kickoff. But just, great place to be here. Beautiful night, beautiful facility.
You can't ask for a nicer facility, and this is a quality football team that we're having as opponents. And the Noles kind of on a roll here, so it should be an interesting evening.
If there is one drawback from our location here, just with the naked eye from where we stand, we are a long way off, and hopefully we'll not make too many mistakes. Just, a lot of people must be watching us here because there's more people, second guessing us as we go through the season.
Such is life.
When you miss a name, they always tell you, but when you get it right, they never want to point that out. And we're just moments away. As you say, this Tyler Consolidated team with a record of 2-2, they had an open date as they have 11 weeks to get their 10 games in and had an open date, and their last game will be after we finish in Ohio. But they are 2-2, and one of those losses last week to Grafton, who is the number 2 rated AA team in the state of West Virginia. Tyler losing that game in overtime when they missed a field goal of their own in the closing seconds of the game. So very well could be a 3-1 team. And they're for real. A very good running attack.
Yeah. You'll see a good ball game this evening as the Noles have come prepared to play. They've finally broken over the 500 mark, 3-2, and planning to add to it this evening.
Number 9, the Tyler quarterback, Nick Roberts, we believe will be their kicker. Nippert and Kramer deep, as usual, for the Seminoles. And we're just a moment away from getting this game underway. We've had the whistle, and the kick is away. It's a high, deep kick. Kramer back at his own 7-yard line. And he's going to go loose and fumbles the football, and Tyler has recovered at the Monroe Central 19-yard line. And that's not exactly what you have in mind to start things.
Not at all. So quickly things change around, and quarterback number 9 will change shoes and change gears as he'll start the offense here. And the Tyler Knights are going to be in great field position.
Well, it puts a lot of pressure on your defense immediately. Only 6 seconds off the clock, and already your defense, with their backs against the wall. So on this first down 10 from the 19-yard line, the quarterback number 9, Roberts. He'll give to number 32. That's Baker. He fumbles the football.
And still loose.
And still bouncing around. Seminoles on the football.
And we did have a flag in the backfield, but I believe that will be against the Knights.
I'm not sure. Maybe Josh Jones on the football. We'll wait and see what the penalty is, but as we've said many times before, if the play continues, that's an offensive penalty.
Yes.
It will be declined. And not a decision to be made. Holding, I believe, was the call against Tyler. So,
and we gained on that.
We're gained a couple of yards up to the 21-yard line. So, with number 32, their running back, Cheryl Baker, a very good runner, about 280 yards rushing this year. And the ball come loose there. We did not see who made the hit.
It looked like somebody got a hand on him and pulled his arm loose, and the ball popped loose. So,
looked like Josh Jones on the fumble on the far side. People in the stands had a lot better look at that than we did. Wishbone formation. Ludwig, the throw. First down, going deep. Nippert. Complete. 40-yard line. He's headed for the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Monroe Central.
High school football, you got to love it, Coach.
Talk about the changing the flow in a hurry. We still only have 24 seconds off the clock. We've had 2 turnovers and a touchdown. Unbelievable. And basically pretty good coverage by the defensive back. And Nipper just going up and jumping high and getting the play. And then once he caught the ball and come to the ground, he was to the end zone. And there was no one else there to catch him. 78 yards. Ludwig will hold for Eric Kramer. Snap's good. Kicks down. And it looks good from
Nice
here.
kick.
And
Looks good.
officials agree. 11 minutes, 36 seconds remaining. First period, Seminoles 7, Tyler Knights nothing.
Coach, how many times in all the games that we've watched have we seen something that quickly? You know, you have 2 turnovers and a big bag of tricks there with a touchdown pass.
I think we've talked about things before. You watch enough football games, especially at the high school level, you'll see a little bit of everything. And I'm not sure that I've seen that. I think down at Caldwell, we talked about the quick strikes and 3 touchdowns scored in about 3.5 minutes. And just, after the fumble of the opening kickoff, you think, boy, we're in trouble now, defense.
Yes.
And then Tyler returns the favor. And one play later, you're in the end zone from 78 yards.
And you've got 2 of your best, Cheryl Baker, their 5'10", 191-pound running back, a senior, and Eric Kramer, one of our best, coughing up the ball. So, equal favors. And we'll give them their first shot here.
Kramer's kick, far side. We have whistles. And I'm not real sure, but I don't think we had the ready for play whistle from the official. There was no flags down. I think that's the case. Everybody was ready but the officials. So we'll pan back there and get a shot here of the official. And that will be a penalty then going to Seminoles. But I think what that is kicking the ball before it was put in play by the official. So I guess that's a penalty. I don't know if that's really delay a game. That's kind of like trying to speed things up.
Nonetheless, we're back 5 yards to try again.
Kramer back to the 35-yard line now to kick it. I'm sure he will wait for the whistle this time. He's just all pumped up after that touchdown play by his teammates. He was ready to get going.
32 Baker, and is that number 9?
He kicks away, maybe a little better kick. And this is one of the upbacks, number 20.
Jamie Marsh.
To the 33-yard line and forward to the 35. Brad Demmerling, Daniel Ludwig, and John Cecil on the play.
And number 20, Matthias, 6'2", 171-pound junior, returning the ball.
So 35-yard line for the Knights.
Pretty good field position for their.
One thing about Tyler Consolidated, their stats and their season so far have not shown that type of a long play, score quick. They'll not throw the ball a lot. Only about 8 to 10 throws a game. They'll give to one of their upbacks.
Baker. Looks, he's close to the first down. I believe maybe he's Cheryl Baker, and it's going to be close.
There's the football right at the 45-yard line. I think they need just across the 45, so it's going to be second down and maybe the length of the football or the width of that chalk line.
Send 2 receivers wide to this side and just simply hand off to 32, the fullback, powering it forward, and
they'll give it to the upback again, number 30. That's number 30, Pardine.
That's Pardine.
The fullback on that play. He's to the 49-yard line and will be a Tyler Consolidated first down.
Yeah, Darren Pardine, 5'8", 191-pound fullback, a junior, and the Baker boys, 5'10", 191-pound. He's a senior. Their other running back is a flanker, Mike Forrester, 5'8", 175-pound, also a senior.
One change defensively we can see by the Seminoles, number 75, Heath Wells, getting the starting nod at the nose position on defense tonight. And Heath has done a real fine job the last couple of weeks. They'll hand off their tailback. This is Mathis, and he'll be tackled by Ben Miller and helped out a little bit by Daniel Ludwig. That's
number possibly 4. Number 20.
Just Jamie Mathis. But Miller with the open field tackle, forcing him out of bounds. Now I guess he was still in bounds as the clock continues to run. But as you say, Dale, about 4 yards to the 47-yard line. Pretty much a two-prong attack, number 20 Mathis and number 32 Baker by the Tyler Consolidated running backs. Quarterback Roberts comes down the line of the offense. He'll pitch to Mathis. He gets up the
He's got a lot of
sideline.
room. He steps out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Justin Friday forces him out of bounds, but coming down real hard on the quarterback, making him pitch the ball. And he was able to turn this corner and get upfield. He's to the 30-yard line, it appears, just across the 30. First down, Tyler. As I said, very good running game. And you know, the option, if you run it well, can cause high school defenses a lot of problems. Again, they're in a pro-I formation.
You have Hott and Forrester wideouts to both sides, 2 and 33. And they'll give it to
Mathis.
Again, he's hit
not much this time.
Quickly.
See Demmerling and Rose.
Possibly Jones.
Cecil also.
Pick up of a couple.
And you really want to try to stop an offense on first and second down, force them into something they really do not want to do, and that's throw the football. A tight pro formation to the right, and they'll get a little counter to Mathis. He's going to be hit by Rose. Very short game.
Met quickly there.
A little over enthusiastic on the high fives. I think the high fives kind of, somebody bumped into the official and knocked his hat off down there. I'm not too sure if he was very happy about that. But the defense has a right to be enthused because now you have set up that 3rd and long situation. 3rd down and let's call it 7.
Very short gain here. Big defensive stance here, you know. Be good to get him to turn it over and get out of this.
4-man front, extra defensive back. They'll play through. Wants to throw, and it's complete. Number 33, that's Mike Forrester. And something else on that play right there you might keep in mind. It appeared to be wide open. The young man Forrester caught the ball. The back swinging out of the backfield coming down the line. The opportunity there for what you call the old hook and ladder or hitch and pitch play to pitch it to that man, you know, for a big gain. So you might keep that in mind. Knights now will send Twins to the right as they're at the 15-yard line. Quarterback, a little trouble with the snap. Still has trouble with it. He may be on it. I think the quarterback, Roberts, got it back.
I believe they are going to give it back to him as there was a big struggle there.
The ball was loose.
John Cecil was down.
Yeah, Roberts getting on the ball and just kind of out-muscled John Cecil to get the ball back. You know, they'll give it to the offense in that case all the time.
But a loss on the play. 2nd and 13.
But it looked like he kind of bobbled the ball coming out of center, and then as he started down the line on the option, kind of bobbled it again.
Yeah. Wasn't clean anywhere.
So maybe fortunate for the Knights that they were able to maintain possession. 2nd and 12.
Matthias in the backfield, man in motion.
They'll give it to Matthias, and from the backside, a blitzing linebacker is Eric Kramer.
Eric Kramer.
He got a shoestring and brought down the running back, Matthias. Mathis, I guess the name is, not Matthias, Mathis. About the line of scrimmage, he may have gotten back part of a yard. 3rd down, and let's call it still 12. Ball on the 17-yard line.
4 down territory, so defense having to hold here a couple more. Last time in this situation, they hit the pass out in the flat. Let's see what happens here.
Single running back is Mathis. Pardines in motion. Roberts to throw. Going toward the corner of the end zone. Deflected out of bounds. Gentry Buchanan, the intended receiver. Daniel Ludwig, I believe, is the defender.
The intended receiver may have slipped right at the goal line. There was 2 receivers in the area. One went down, and the ball just a little bit over.
The ball, from our vantage point, the ball getting in the area there of the receiver, and kind of lost it against the dark background of the trees and the running track there. I really lost sight for a moment. Wasn't sure what did happen.
I thought Daniel was going to come down with it, but
4th and 12. Roberts wants to throw. Setting up a screen. He's got some pressure. Steps up again, but he's going to be down. Kramer in the open field tackle about the original line of scrimmage. Tyler will turn the ball over on downs. Time-consuming possession by the Knights, taking about 5 minutes off the clock, but nothing to show for it. So finally, the Monroe Central offense back on the field. They've been there for all of one play thus far, but that was good enough for a 7-0 lead.
As long as that one play produces like that, that's all right.
I'm just trying to catch the personnel on the offensive line there. Don't give those young men a lot of credit. Eric Rose is the center. Kramer has some running room. And he'll be to the 35-yard line. 12-yard pickup. First down for Kramer.
If he could have broke it to the outside, he had a lot of daylight.
Others on the line, along with the center, Eric Rose, Chris Demmerling, and Brad Demmerling are the guards. Tucker Roberts and Tom Jones, the tackles. John Shoemaker, the tight end. Alternating at split end to Justin Friday, Jesse Nippert, Daniel Ludwig, Josh Jones, Eric Kramer in the backfield, along with quarterback Jason Ludwig. This is Kramer again. Takes a couple of hits, gets across the 40, 41-yard line, 6-yard pickup. In the first 5 games, Eric has carried the ball 93 times, has 646 yards coming into the game.
Not bad.
Jason Ludwig had 279 yards passing, increased that by another 78 on the first play of the game.
So we're 2nd and 5 right here in front of us on the 41-yard line.
This is Jones powering forward. He's near that first down.
I believe he's got the first down.
They'll stop the clock, and that is an indication it is, in fact, a first down. After scoring on the big play on your first offensive scrimmage play, you now want to establish the fact that we can move the ball with our ground game and short passing game, and not have Tyler think that the only way you're going to score is if you run the big play.
Right at the 5-minute mark in the first quarter.
Counter the other way to Jones. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Number 33, Mike Forrester, come up meeting Jones in the backfield. Josh may lose half a yard on the play. Second down and 10. So they don't move the downs marker, putting the ball back at the line of scrimmage. Wing formation, both ends are in tight. Ludwig stepping away from some pressure. He's got a guy on his tail trying to get outside. He's going to get back across the line of scrimmage, pick up, call it 3 yards.
Yes. Met there by number 4, I believe.
You look at some of our offensive stats this year and think, well, we've not really done well throwing the ball, but really the pass protection that we've received this year has not really given us a good opportunity to throw the ball as we would like. Good protection early in the game there. Jason able to go downfield to Nippert for the touchdown. But what could have been a loss on the play, Ludwig gets back to the 49-yard line, 3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 7. Ludwig drops straight back. Screen across the middle. Here's to Johnny Shoemaker, wide open, 35. Breaks the outside, 30, 20, 10, 5, 20 feet. Look at that effort for a touchdown, Johnny Shoemaker.
You gotta love it. He was wide open in the middle of that field, picked it up, and then the rest of it just on effort.
Well, that's him. He running people to both sides, man. It looked like a screen, or at least I thought it was a screen, down the middle of the field. Nobody close to Shoemaker, and then running all the way 51 yards. Jason up now over 130 yards passing and 2 completions. But a great effort by Shoemaker there. Was hit inside the 10-yard line, just took the last defender with him.
Nice high kick.
High kick. But he has plenty of distance. Kramer 2 for 2. He's now converted 11 PATs from the kicking this year. And 3:26 remaining, first period. And 2 big pass plays, 14-0.
And I believe that took, if I'm not mistaken, count with me, I think 6 plays from the line of scrimmage possibly. And really the only play that didn't produce good yardage was Josh Jones, Daniel Ludwig even making a 3-yard pickup on a play that looked like it was dead. Nice all-around effort.
I'll take your word on that 6 plays there. You're the one that has the clipboard and pen in hand, so.
You had to tell him I had that, didn't you, huh? I was hoping to think, I could remember all that.
I lost track at 5 when I had to go to the other hand. It was a long day, Dale.
3 minutes, 26 seconds. Let's see if Tyler can get their offense moving. They had a fairly nice drive until it stalled here on about the 20-yard line.
Kramer didn't hit that one real good. One of the upbacks going to get across the 43-yard line.
Position here.
Brad Demmerling and Josh Woodby on the tackle.
Kevin Yoho, number 31, picking that up and returning it.
So Tyler, pretty good field position for their, I guess it was their 3rd offensive possession. Their first one was one play and a fumble, but a nice drive the second time they had the ball, but no points to show for it. Defense now hope to step up and stop the Knights out in the middle of the field and force a punting situation here. They'll come on the option again. The ball's loose.
I believe he's got it back.
The tailback, Mathis, on the play, but again, someone on this side, the defensive end, I believe. If it was a defensive end, it would be Shoemaker. Coming down hard on the quarterback, making him throw the ball back or pitch it sooner than he wanted.
I believe it was Kramer that put a pretty good hit on the Mathis boy. Of course, by that time the ball was loose. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Whistles.
We're going to stop and play. The official behind the line there, the umpire, checking out Kramer. And now we seem to be back and ready to go. And head referee Rusty Vermillion says start the clock, and we're back ready to go. 2nd down and 13. Roberts wants to throw across the middle.
Off the middle, ball loose.
Incomplete. Number 33, Forrester. He had some room to disrupt the ball. He had to step on the defender, Justin Friday. Justin put a hit on him after the fact, just to let him know that he was there. But that was a catchable ball.
Yeah. It would have been short of the first down, but now they're back 3rd and 13, or maybe more.
And you would think, passing situation, possibly screen or draw. They will get a draw, Mathis, but not much. He's tripped by Grubb, number 60. That's Darren Grubb.
Could be up past the original line of scrimmage, maybe.
So there's that defensive stop, Dale, and forcing a punt. Thursday night guests on the show, Darren Grubb, along with Heath Wells. Hope everyone had a chance to tune in, maybe turn away from the Indians long enough to watch the show. Please do, right?
Especially after the host of the show said no one watches this. So let everybody go in and tell Lance that you do watch it.
Nippert and Kramer back. The punter, I can't see the number from my vantage point. The kick is away. Number 45, I believe, is the punter. Reimer
getting away from it.
It's a very short kick, rolling to the 28-yard line.
1:41 remaining in this first quarter.
This game really has a lot of implications for a game just the 6th week of the season. Tyler with a 2-2 record, I'm sure they feel they cannot afford a 3rd loss if they want to entertain playoff hopes in West Virginia. Will the top 16 make it in each division, of which they were not in the top 16? Seminoles moving up from 19th to 15th this week in the Region 19, and a long way to go. And nothing can help you out there except to win one game at a time.
And depend on a little bit of help.
This, I believe,
is hand off to
Ludwig.
Yeah. Daniel.
I'll take that back. It was Kramer. A pickup of a yard. We finally have the clock moving down just about a minute 15 remaining in period number 1. Second and 9. Fake to Kramer.
Fake.
Ludwig bootlegs. Throws across the middle.
Oh.
Maybe intended for Shoemaker, maybe intended for Friday. They're a little bit closer together than what you like to see your receivers. A little overthrown for Shoemaker, a little underthrown for Friday. But it is an incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd and 9. And you got to like the idea of attempting to get the ball into Shoemaker's hands. The first 5 weeks, Johnny hasn't really handled the ball a lot during the games, and we saw his abilities as a runner.
And need to get him involved.
But he has been drawing a lot of attention from other teams. A little hard for him to get off the line of scrimmage. Ludwig back. Some pressure.
Pressure again.
Jason wants to throw. He's going to run and be knocked out of bounds.
Ooh.
Picks up an official over the sideline. Yeah. Jason kind of scared, I think, there of what was that, but not a thing he could do about it as he received a hit and was knocked out of bounds. So we've seen a couple bumps to the officials there. So a guy gets his hat knocked off a little while ago, and that one there. And it was a couple weeks ago, Caldwell, we seen an official get tangled up.
Yeah, he got tangled pretty good.
Hazardous duty pay here for the officials tonight. But he's back up and okay. But that is 4th down. Ludwig with a pickup of 2 yards. Kramer to punt. Single deep back is Baker for Tyler Consolidated. A little bit of pressure. The kick's away. Nice kick. Back. Baker fumbles it and is dropped immediately.
And that's
Shoemaker down to make the play. Baker bobbling it, picked it up, and went down. About a 35-yard punt. Not a great punt, but a decent punt. But only a couple-yard return. So Tyler once again takes over to their own 35-yard line. Kind of hesitate here every once in a while. We know the Tyler assistants up here with us on the press box, kind of eavesdropping a little bit there, seeing what they're saying. And one of their assistants, who I know a little bit from some other things. And
good hit behind the line.
I hope he doesn't yell at me for listening here.
He probably will. But Jones on the stop. Mathis, maybe a yard.
He's a basketball coach. He can't be all that. Even though as it cools down, he does have on short pants, and I'm not sure about that. Pickup of a yard.
Be smart.
Some people have an opinion on that also, I'm sure. Second and 9. Roberts will try the option again. He'll step up. Couple missed tackles, but finally brought down. Short pickup. Grubb. After the quarterback Roberts stepping away from Shoemaker and another Seminole. And we've reached the end of period number 1. The score, Monroe Central 14, Tyler nothing.
Woodsville Orthopedic and Sports Rehabilitation Center offers outpatient treatments to a wide variety of injuries. Treatments include a combination of modalities, therapeutic exercises, and manual techniques, in addition to state-of-the-art Cybex exercise equipment. All athletes are welcome to come to our sports clinic every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. with Dr. Snyder and the rehab physical therapist. No appointment necessary. Call 472-9869 for details and to schedule other therapy needs. Come to Day Appliance and TV, your Electrotech dealer for everything electronic. Full computer systems for home, school, or business. Lay way down for Christmas and make someone special very happy. Day Appliance carries lots of accessories too. Fuses, switches, cables, telephones, calculators, televisions, radios, and even ProStar. Special orders, large or small. Save yourself a trip and order what you need delivered to Woodsville. By the way, if you're one of these people who are computer literate, just ask a kid or stop in at Day Appliance and TV.
Period number 2, 14-0 Seminoles. Tyler. We're 3rd and 7 from their own 38. That's a clip. Yes, it is. Pass is complete.
Oh, look who's there.
Good for the first down.
Jason Ludwig.
Ludwig on the tackle of the receiver, number 32, Baker. And some displeasure from the Tyler consolidated side of the field. The dangerous.
You called that early.
Well, but I've been wrong before. So the play did go for a first down, so Monroe Central will take that penalty. And he's saying, well, I'm not sure if I agree with that. He signaled a block below the waist. I don't know that it was below the waist, but it did appear to be from behind for a clip. So I'm not sure, but maybe that's a signal just for illegal block. Kind of a catch-all there, but it will be a step-off, a major one against the Knights, putting the ball back to the 16-yard line. That's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. And when you figure the play went to the 45-yard line for a first down, that cost Tyler nearly 30 yards.
Yep. Big mistake here.
3rd and 29. Take the reverse.
Oh, big trouble.
Jones, yes it is, Josh Jones on the sack. That is back near the 10. They'll put the ball down.
They have themselves in a hole here.
Just shy of the 10, so just like that, looked like a first down near midfield. Now
they reverse it in their 4th down, and they're at the 9-yard line.
The punter will be forced to kick the ball out of the end zone. That punter is number 45, Nick Reimer, a sophomore. Kramer and Nippert standing at the 45-yard line. Snaps down, not a lot of pressure. It's a very high, short kick. Get away from it. Jesse will let the ball roll with a great Seminole bounce.
Great nose bounce.
Monroe Central going to take over at the 29-yard line.
My land.
Not a real good
turnaround that is, Coach. I mean, you're standing what they should have had, the ball at the 45 and moving, and now they're looking at the nose, getting the ball at the 29 and cooking.
We talk time after time about penalties and that just shows right there. Tyler, a first down, but the penalty forces them way back, then a sack and a short punt. Monroe Central now in just about as good a field position as you can hope to be in offensively at the Tyler 29. Wishbone formation. Second back, Kramer. Nobody to the outside. It's a sprint to the corner of the end zone, and Eric will win that one easily. Another Monroe Central touchdown. Not a soul out there in a black shirt. Kramer into the end zone easily. 20-0, 29 yards, and that's the shortest touchdown play of the night.
48 yards so far with the 48 yards. I got the stats.
You got it there. I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were drawing pictures. Well, maybe he's working on Monday's lessons. So Kramer catches breath, kick, hold of Ludwig. Tucker Roberts snap, it's down, and just getting it through. Had some heavy pressure, but it's down and good. Kramer 3 for 3 on conversion kicks.
And a real nice job by Ludwig to get that ball off the carpet there and pick it up and get it back. And the fans, the Knowles fans who made this trip, it's hard, we were talking about this beforehand, it's hard to look at the stands over there and figure out how many people are here. I'm sure we have a really nice crowd, but it's a beautiful facility, and I'll tell you what, doesn't look like much compared to the home.
Well, the visiting bleachers run from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line on the other side. That's 80 yards in length, plus probably a dozen rows. And, there's several people over there. It doesn't look like a lot because there's so much space.
Yeah. This is what we need at home, folks, right here.
And a little bit of noise. Last week we talked about a lack of noise and heard that comment from some other people during the week. But a lot of noise. Of course, tonight, a lot of reasons to make noise.
21-0. Who would have thought it? We're just into the second quarter, 10:53 left in the half.
Well, that's the downside. There still is a lot of time left, but a team that's going to try to run the ball like Tyler will, and to get ahead of them, and now force them to take a lot of time to get down the field or maybe throw the ball. Kramer kicks again. This is much better. It's going to be taken at the 10-yard line. This Baker
He's met head on there.
That's Brad Dimmerling and Woodby again, along with John Cecil. We've got a Seminole
somebody down. Bo Weddle, it looks like, number 25. All right, Coach, that's never a nice sight, but we're glad to see Bo up, putting a little bit of weight on the leg here.
During the time that Bo Weddle was down the field there, someone from the Tyler side there, a medical person, appeared to be working at the right knee. They're going to take their time. Coach Singleton, and now getting assistance from, I believe, Coach Withrow there. Coach Withrow will take over and help get Bo off the field so Coach Singleton can get back and call his defenses. But Bo Weddle, sophomore, he does a nice job covering the special teams, covering kickoffs there. And was just taking a blow to the knee and went to the ground there. So hopefully,
just hope
nothing
it's
serious.
Nothing real serious there.
32-yard line for the Knights. 1st and 10.
Quick
They'll
roll,
hand off
man.
to one of their first up people. I think that's the fullback, number 30, possibly. Pardine. He was hit and dropped for a loss of a yard by the center of the lines. Looked like probably Heath Wells handling that. Number 75 there at the nose guard is Wells, getting some penetration, and that's a tackle for a loss of a yard.
Heath doing a tremendous job.
2nd and 11. The quarterback, Roberts, maybe checking off with the line. Again. A blitz as we're going, and the backfield once again. And I'm not sure.
Heath Wells was right in there, and
I'm not sure if he even made a handoff on that.
I'm not sure exactly what happened.
It looked like maybe Wells again.
Yeah, Heath was in there with
the loss of another yard.
Kramer on the opposite side.
Again, kind of lost track of what was going on and all the bodies there. I know the play ended real quick. And if you're on defense, that's good.
That's good.
3rd down, 12. Losses of 1 on successive plays. From the
backside.
Shoemaker beating Roberts back to the setup spot. Shoemaker untouched from the backside.
Not a chance.
He was there. He was there almost as quick as Roberts as he tried to set up and throw.
And that's what you want. Quarterback Roberts had no chance whatsoever to do anything with the ball.
So after a pretty nice drive early by Tyler, which they stopped on downs, they've had a couple of possessions now where they have netted negative yardage. And the punting game has really hurt them. Number 45, Reimer, once again.
Kramer and Nipper going to be standing on the 48-yard line.
This kick once again,
short
very
again,
short. Out of bounds, going to hit and be out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. And for the 3rd time in a row, not a good punt. And we've seen the Seminoles have drives twice tonight of 1 play for a touchdown. And they're in great shape again at the 38-yard line in Tyler consolidated territory.
As Tyler this evening, they can't seem to get a handle on the ball, and they're really shooting themselves in the foot here.
And now once you get behind, then you try to do things that maybe you're not capable of doing. So hopefully this will continue. It's 21-0. We still have 8:48 remaining in the 2nd period. Slot formation, right. Ledwig wants to throw. Going out for Nipper.
Has a man wide open.
He's going to sidestep a couple people, stay on his feet, have his 1st down, still struggling for more yardage. Nippert has the 1st down, 15-yard pickup to the 23-yard line. With some good effort by Nippert, the defensive backs giving him a lot of room, and once he ran and sidestepping some people, and then it looked like he might get stopped shy of the 1st down, but able to zigzag himself through. 1st down, 10.
Breaking inside, look at this.
This is Ludwig, and he's going to the end zone.
He'll walk
Daniel, and he just about walked as he crossed the end zone. And that's a 2-play drive, I think, Dale.
So Daniel Ludwig gets a part of this, and 28-yard, was it?
28 yards,
28
I believe.
yards.
Maybe 24 yards.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, 24 yards.
But 4 touchdowns tonight by 4 different individuals. Nippert, Shoemaker, Kramer, and now Daniel Ludwig. Snap is down, and it looks like Eric is perfect. 4 for 4. 8:17 remaining first half. Didn't think it would be this easy. A long way to go. 28-0, Monroe Central.
No matter what the occasion, Jackson's Newsstand has something to fill your needs with balloons, Marion Heath quality cards at reasonable prices, and gifts of all kinds. Pick up some treats like Brock's delicious candies in the case, or staples like sundries, batteries, car care products, and school supplies. Buy a bestseller or choose from hundreds of magazines, even comic books. Rent the latest video release or Sega and Nintendo games. Buy the newest CD or cassette. Services at Jackson's include Travelers Express money orders, UPS pickup, and Western Union, the only one in the county. Come and see what you're missing at Jackson's Newsstand, open 7 days, 8 to 10.
Well, Coach, who would have thought it here at 8:12 remaining in the half? It's 28-0 ball game, and the Noles have just had their way totally.
Well, for the 3rd week in a row, offensively, just able to do basically whatever you want. And, this is kind of the old method that we are used to seeing. You're scoring a lot of points. And in most years, you see this, where the defense is ahead of the offense in the early going. And, the offense, has got a lot of catching up the last couple of weeks. And now tonight, the 3rd week, Kramer's kick will hit and bounce. And be picked up by a short man at about the 25. That's gang tackled as number 33, Forrester. And again, on this side, you've got Woodby and Brad Demmerling, who've been in on about 3 coverages. Cecil there, and a whole lot of people stacking him up, along with Miller and some others. Daniel Ludwig maybe is in on that also. But all the kicks seem to be going to that side, so this side of the defensive coverage group has done a pretty decent job getting down. But the short kick will give Tyler decent field position at the 37-yard line. Kramer now backs away as he is faking a little blitz. Long count, trying to draw some people offside. They'll give to Baker and across the 40.
4, possibly, maybe pretty good 4 wherever they mark it here. Getting up off the bottom is Jones. No, I'm sorry, that's Dimmerling, isn't it? Good to see Chris back in,
After the last couple of weeks, I believe Chris had pretty much a full week and a good week of practice. Talking to him this week, was worried about how well his conditioning would be after setting out a lot of practices. But a night like this, hopefully he'll be able to take some time off. Mathis looked like Daniel Ludwig on the play, but looked like Eric Rose also had a piece of him about the ankles. But it is very near the first down.
I believe they've called it first down.
They say first down. Well, I'll take that back. Well, yeah, they signaled first down, but the chain crew was a little slow to move over there.
Maybe they saw it the way I did. It didn't look like it had it.
Good from the hash on the near side of the field, 47-yard line. Tyler with the first down. But again, they'll run the option, and Daniel Ludwig will come up and
right
make
at the line. Maybe a loss.
And Daniel will be assisted by Rose. But John Cecil, I believe, was coming down on the quarterback, and that seems to be the philosophy tonight. They'll come down hard, make him pitch the ball, and let your others make the play. And the option back to the short side will result in a loss of a yard. And several minus yardage plays for Tyler thus far. As Davis really had a lot of trouble getting in track, except for the one possession. They'll give to Baker. He'll be hit by Kramer.
Kramer again with a shoestring tackle behind the line. Looks like they'll take him right back up to the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
Long yardage situation. I see Grubb and Jason Ludwig entering the game along, and then Tom Jones and Chris Dimmerling leaving in a long yardage passing situation. Get some fresh extra defensive back in Ludwig and some fresh legs and Grubb to chase that quarterback. As Kerr Singleton going to some situational defensive substitutions. And they will throw.
Lots of pressure.
And
look at this.
from the backside, once again, John Shoemaker
and Ludwig.
And assisted by Jason Ludwig on a defensive back blitz. I don't think we've seen much of that during the year, blitzing from that defensive back position. But again, a big loss, and Tyler to punt again.
And the young man Baker here, number 9, Roberts, really getting discouraged.
But he's taken quite a beating. It's about 3 times that he's been hit hard from the backside where he didn't.
And what can you say? You know, there's nothing he can do. They're in there before he has a chance to do anything. His line just not doing the job, or our line doing it.
The punter Reimer, who's struggled, gets one away. This is much better. Kramer will fair catch it at the 29-yard line. And a good judgment, I think, there by Eric to catch that ball in the air, because that ball likely would have rolled down inside the 20. So a much better punt by Tyler and their punter Reimer. Kramer fair catching. Seminoles will put the ball in play now from their own 30-yard line. 5:10 remaining in the first half. Boy, you'd like to get downfield and punch one more in before halftime, and then let the second half kind of take care of itself.
Flow, yes.
Kramer will go to the sidelines. He'll get him well-deserved breather. Replaced that
Shoemaker will be in.
Tailback spot by the Jones will go to tailback, and Shoemaker
at fullback.
And Shoemaker will get the ball. Struggles forward, close to 4 yards, 34-yard line. But just with this lead, you're able to do a little bit of experimenting now. Get one of your people out of there, in this case Kramer, for a little breather so he can do the job on defense. Chance to get Jones some work at the tailback, Shoemaker some work at the fullback. And just, make yourself a little more flexible, because over the last 4 weeks, the more weapons you have, the better. Second down, 6. Ludwig wants to throw. Some pressure. Steps up. Throws. Complete. Far side. Out of bounds. First down. Friday with the catch on the far side. And he will get forward progress past the first down marker. Seminole first down. Ludwig stepping up away from some pressure and really strong-armed that ball into Justin on the far sideline. So I said 4 different people have scored touchdowns. I believe that's at least 3 different people that have caught passes. Jones from the tailback spot. Kind of a slow developing play. Getting back to about the line of scrimmage. It doesn't look like they'll even move the chains or the downs marker on the far side. And now they move it forward for less than a yard. Let's call it 2nd and 9 after a pickup of 1. 4 minutes remaining. And if memory serves me right, Seminoles with all 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, I don't think there's been any need to call a timeout here so far in this first half of Knowles football.
Straight T. Ludwig steps up, goes downfield, and just a little bit of a misread. Situation, he stepped up and thinking that Nipper would probably see that and break long.
And I believe Nipper was beginning to move over, but just not in time, so incomplete.
But if you're going to throw that out there, that's the way to throw it, because then if it is a misread, then nothing happens except incomplete and that, rather than try to force one in and maybe get an interception. But I think maybe Nippert read that, but just a fraction later than Jason did. But when in doubt, throw it away, keep possession. 3rd and 9.
Justin Friday, wide out to the far side. He caught the pass down before.
Dropping back. Screen for Kramer off his hands. Just a little high. He had some people out in front here. Brad Demmerling, John Shoemaker, Tucker Roberts out in front, but just not able to bring it down. 4th down, 9 with 3:33 remaining on the clock. Number 33, Eric Kramer, will drop back in punt formation. And this would be a good time for Eric to hit one of his best and pin the Knights back so that they can't get something going before halftime. We have a late arrival out on the field for Tyler there. They have a single back, I believe it's Baker. and he hits a
It's a
pretty
nice
decent one. Baker takes it at his 24-yard line. Steps away from one man, that was Brad Demmerling, and Heath Wells also there, along with Shoemaker. About 35, 36 yard kick by Kramer. .323 time remaining as the Knights will take over. And they've had some trouble getting things going.
Again,
Roberts trying to get rid of it, and Wells all over it. He was trying to go to a quick out or maybe an out and a go over the sideline, but nothing. Wells all over him, and another negative play by the Knights. Number 75, Heath Wells, just a sophomore.
Continues to do well.
Listed at 5'9", 201. And you like to see those youngsters coming along.
Good quickness. You know, he really gets off the ball and
they'll try to run a delay.
Almost.
Baker will get back across the original line of scrimmage before being dropped by, looks like Wells and Kramer.
Shoemaker was in the backfield. It just didn't get a hand on the foot as short gain.
Third and 8.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the half.
Still that long yardage situation where I'm sure that Tyler does not really want to be in. But the Seminole defense, with the exception of the one series, and then they stiffened and made the plays, has done just an outstanding job. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Roberts to throw again.
Pressure.
So he's trying to set up the screen. Baker, and he's dropped by Kramer. Yes, Kramer, Cecil and Grubb over in the area, but Eric Kramer making the play. But again, some good pressure on the backside, and even though it was a screen, and you want the pressure to come in, maybe not that much pressure that quick.
They did a good job covering the pass here in the flat, no gain. 4th and 9. Going to get this ball back with over a minute.
Seminoles content to let the clock run until they get back offensively. And a bit better kick. It's a short one. Kramer fair catches the short punt at the 37-yard line. So with 1:16 on the clock, 3 timeouts remaining, we'll see how Coach Sikosta plays it. You know,
28 to nothing, why not?
Maybe 28's enough. You just get in and that makes the adjustments that's necessary to continue. But you know, maybe you take a crack at a long play and try to get another one. You know, you can't be faulted for trying to get another score on the board before halftime. And if you were at the game or you're not at the game, it was a homecoming on Friday night at Tyler Consolidated High School, which reminds us that next Friday night is Monroe Central homecoming.
Oh, a nice handoff. Kramer
sidesteps one, still on his feet. Fumbles the football on the far side. We'll wait for a signal. And Tyler ball. As the officials say he was not down.
I didn't see that one, but at a minute 8, I guess it's academic, but it did look like he was down when the ball came loose. But nonetheless, the Tyler Silver Knights will have the ball and a minute 8 seconds remaining in the half to do something.
About a 20-yard pickup for Kramer, but then a fumble will give Tyler the ball. 1:08, and Tyler, I believe, has all 3 timeouts remaining. But the passing game has not been kind to them thus far. They'll drop back.
He's looking past lots and lots of pressure.
Cecil with some pressure. The ball is underthrown and hits the ground in front of the running back.
Number 30,
Pardine. Pressure from Cecil from one side, Shoemaker from the other.
The Knowles are just doing a super job defensively. You know, there's somebody in the backfield all the time.
Well, if you're a defensive end right now where you know that they're going to have to throw the ball, well, you can just tee off and go after that quarterback.
And you know, the Knights, for some reason, you know, they've kind of been fumbling the ball. They really haven't had clean hands tonight, and any of their transactions They'll have a single back in the backfield.
Roberts, long count. Again, he'll step up for some pressure. Short gain. Demmerling and Grubb, I believe. No, make that Rose, number 50. But a very good play. Third down, 7.
Going to be under 40 seconds here. The clock rolling down quickly.
I think Tyler's just decided they'll get in at halftime and try to regroup and not try anything here.
We'll stop the bleeding in the second half.
Yeah, you don't want to turn the ball over. They will look for a quick out to Baker. The ball's loose. Chris Demmerling pops the ball out of the air.
22 seconds.
But I believe it was Kramer that made the hit. Ball popping in the air, and Chris Demmerling had it fall in his hands. 22 seconds remaining, and the runner, Baker, up very slow back to the huddle.
I hope we got a shot of Demmerling out there celebrating.
But Chris has one goal before the end of the year, and he wants to get one of those and go to the end zone.
Well, they could do one of those refrigerator runs maybe at the end. Hand the ball off.
Ludwig, he wants to throw. He's throwing her deep. And incomplete. Nippert, the intended receiver, on the far side. 16 seconds left. And from this position on the field, you might as well take a couple more cracks downfield. And again, after turning the ball over, Seminoles getting the ball right back in about the same position that they would have had it if had not turned the ball over earlier. Just a few less seconds on the clock. Straight tee in the backfield. Ludwig straight back. He's going deep. And slipping to the ground is Justin Friday.
10 seconds.
10 seconds remaining, 3rd and 10. After moving along rather well during the first portion of the game, this last couple of minutes has really bogged down on us here.
Yeah, but I tell you what, for a game with 28 points and all of the action, you know, we're still just over an hour and a half.
That is an hour and a half?
An hour and
or an hour and a half.
And hour.
Just about
an hour.
Just about an hour.
Just an hour in this half.
In this
so
half.
Far.
But with Tyler, you know, running the ball a lot and getting sacked, Ludwig wants to throw, steps up with some pressure, flag down, still on his feet. This is going to take up about all the time, and the clock will stop with 1 tick left. Ludwig will pick up 7 yards on the scramble, but the flag in the backfield.
Holding. Negate that.
Not a lot of penalties thus far tonight. Another good point from the Monroe Central side of the field. You know, a couple of turnovers, but other than that, you know, you have to like what has happened in the first 23 minutes and 59 seconds of this first half. Holding will back the play up, and it will be from the 42-yard line, 15 yards from the point of the foul, back to the 47 in Monroe Central territory. And head referee Rusty Vermillion says ready to play. And we'll get one more play with that 1 second, barring a defensive penalty. Trips to the right. Give it to Jones, and he'll get some yardage. 12 yards for Jones on the pickup, and we have reached halftime. And a good first half it's been for Monroe Central. Seminoles 28, Tyler Consolidated Knights nothing.
Wentzville Ashland sells pure gasoline, diesel fuel, and kerosene. And they're pure Seminole fans. Join these Wentzville Ashland fans in their newly expanded dining room for a fabulous lunch, supper, or snack. Try some hot pizza, delicious Caesar sandwiches, onion rings, or cheese sticks. Top it all off with Kirk's homemade ice cream or Southern Snow in lots of flavors. The Hawks invite you to follow the Seminoles throughout the football season and follow the Noles year-round into the Ashland for great food and snacks.
As always, Woodsfield True Value has lots of things on sale for fall cleanup. Stop in today to check out the bargains. While you're there, see their new display of kitchen and bath cabinetry, vanities, sinks, and countertops. Save up to 65% off the suggested list price of selected styles of cabinets. Choose from white laminate, oak, hickory, cherry, or maple wood, and choose from a variety of styles and materials in vanities and countertops. At Woodsfield True Value, help with your new kitchen or bath is just around the corner.
A good football team works together, helping each other to do their best.
A good insurance company works together too, showing you the best coverage for you and your family.
A winning football team shares the glory. The running back needs those blockers to make that long run to the end zone.
A winning insurance agency represents several companies, so you have personally designed coverage to take you wherever you need to go.
The Monroe Central Seminoles have a winning tradition.
And FW Shoemaker has a winning tradition of service, integrity, and customer satisfaction.
Two local traditions that keep on going.
As time passes, your needs change. Woodsfield Savings and Loan has changed to meet those needs. At the Woodsfield Savings Bank, we know your schedule requires a drive-through and night deposit box. You want convenient parking, direct deposit, and automatic payments. At our new location on State Route 78, we want to meet your needs for a home mortgage, car loan, checking, and savings account. Our name and location have changed, but we're still here to serve our community and to help you to grow. The Woodsfield Savings Bank.
When you go to all the expense of building a new house or remodeling a room, why stop short when it comes to the walls? For the finish you want in your home or business, call an expert, Bill Pardon Drywall. Call today for a free estimate on small jobs or an entire house. Bill will hang, finish, and even texture your drywall if you'd like. For a distinguished look, he'll do a textured or an antique ceiling. Call Bill today and have the expert look you want on your walls.
Well, Coach, what can you say about that first half of action? Tell you what,
28-0. I would have never, ever believed that if someone had told me at half we'd be sitting in this position.
Well, that just goes to show that when you execute and do things right, very few penalties, a couple of turnovers, but yet, fortunately we're not hurt by those. But when things go well, this is a good football team, and you get a couple breaks early, a couple big plays, and just kind of pour it on. And can't say enough about the job that the defense has done. With the exception of the one, decent drive, which Tyler got down to about the 20-yard line. They're probably negative yardage.
Yeah, and we had a couple big plays, but defensively, you can't say enough. The offense has been great. We had an 80 or a 78-yard, I believe I had Nippert for, and then a 54-yard for Shoemaker. I mean, they had some really nice catches and some nice offense, but the defense have just camped in the backfield of the Knights.
And it will be the defense on the field first, as Eric Kramer will kick off. Tyler, who won the toss and elected to defer, meaning they get their choice to start the second half, and they will choose to receive. Number 32, Baker, and number 20, Mathis, will go deep. Both of those runners have been pretty much taken out of the game by this good, solid defensive effort and the big lead that the Seminoles have put up.
And it's a tendency to think, that this is not a quality ball club that we're playing, but this is. This is a very nice ball club. The Tyler Knights are well respected in their league. Nice team.
Kramer's kick is short to about the 13-yard line. That is Baker. Steps through a couple people and stopped Kramer, and some late falling down over the pile. Matt Cole and Heath Wells also up off the pile. A little better results than the kickoff to start the second half a week ago.
Yes.
And I'm sure that subject was addressed during the past week of practice. It's still number 9, Nick Roberts. He's taking quite a pounding at quarterback.
Yeah, it's not been a pleasant evening for Mr. Roberts in that backfield for the Knights. Quick handoff. It's a hole.
A nice gain by the fullback, number 30, Pardine, Darren Pardine.
Friday on the stop.
He's to midfield. 12-yard pickup on first down. So hopefully the Seminoles not coming out flat in the second half. Still have to play. There's no guarantee that 28 points will be sufficient to win this game, but you like your chances. And if the Tyler is to score, you want them to take as many plays as possible, as much time off the clock. And if they score a time or two,
handoff, nice hit.
That's more like it. Josh Jones in the backfield, linebacker unblocked. Baker gets a yard across midfield, and we talked about if Tyler would score. So be it, and they can take a lot of time in that. But I'd say the defensive unit and defensive coordinator Pat Singleton would not be happy.
Not after the first half performance.
No shutouts by the defense thus far. I'm sure that group would very much like to have a shutout.
Into the backfield again. Heath Wells
hanging on and then getting some help.
Eric Kramer and Chris Demmerling. But again, we had Heath right in the middle of the screen as quickly into the backfield. He had his hands on the man, just couldn't hold him up, held him up long enough to get assistance.
I'll bring up third and long, about 7. Ball at the 47-yard line in Monroe Central territory.
Tim Richards and Forrester wide out to both sides.
From the backside again,
quick throw,
deflected, but
a lot of pressure.
Roberts with another tremendous hit put on him by Shoemaker.
And assistance there, Cecil.
Someone may have got a hand on that ball short to knock it away. But it will be 4th and 7. But I'm not sure the blocking scheme that Tyler is using right now. But whoever's not blocking John Shoemaker is doing a good job. I think it's safe to say.
Our camera lady said 32 deflected that.
That would be Daniel Ledwig. Always nice to have an extra set of eyes. Tyler going for it on 4th down. Screen out here for Pardine. That's
no good.
Incomplete off his hands. Ledwig was there. He was short of the first down anyway. But Tyler, very little to lose. Excuse me. On 4th down at the 47-yard line. But Seminoles will now take over at their own 47.
So things continue to go not exactly the way the Knights would like them. On offense, 10:04, the Noles.
One Tyler first down and then 4 plays and out. Wishbone formation.
Again, Kramer breaks it outside.
He's the 40 shoestring tackle by number 6. That's Gentry Buchanan. And very interesting point right there, as we could hear the Tyler assistant Coach Leach up here yelling for his defensive front to bump down to the strength of the formation, and nobody was doing that, and that's exactly where Kramer ran, and there was just nobody over there.
Yeah, that's been a good play for us. They kind of fake up the middle and hit Kramer outside, and except for a shoestring tackle, he had a lot of green grass in front of him.
14-yard pickup. Tyler's going to use a timeout as one of their assistant coaches, defensive coordinator possibly, out to talk to the people. And also,
I'm not sure that's a head man.
That is Coach Stender out talking to his defense.
I'm sure also very unhappy right now.
Also on the Tyler Consolidated coaching staff, some people around may remember Rob Caldwell, who taught in the Switzerland of Ohio School District and was assistant basketball coach for a year back about 91 or 92. Is on the Tyler staff, a teacher here. But Coach Stender out to his defense, and hopefully, telling them how to make an adjustment to the formation that they have not seemed to do. We have seen either Kramer or Daniel Ledwig bounce outside and Kramer a couple of different times, including one touchdown. There was nobody out there. All you had to do was run to the corner. And 14-yard pickup on that. Tyler's using that timeout. But it is 1st and 10, 40-yard line.
And still 9:57 in the third quarter.
Again, it is the wishbone. Ludwig keeps, and not this time.
32, Baker.
And a very good linebacker that he is, getting through there, making the tackle on Ludwig. Loss of a couple. Baker, 5'10", 191-pound senior, was a standout linebacker a year ago for the Knights, and this year has become a two-way player as a runner and a linebacker.
We haven't seen Jason with the ball too much this evening. Everything else is working, so we may look for him to pop one around the outside.
I think that was the intentions there, but just did not develop. Again, wishbone, fake.
Look at this. Goodness gracious.
When it's going good, Dale, it's going good.
Two black shirts.
Jason is trying to strong arm one in there. The ball a little bit overthrown. Hitting off two Tyler players up in the air and right into the hands of Nippert as he was falling to the ground. Reminds me a little bit of a JV play I saw a couple weeks ago, but the young Seminoles where a pitch out went bad, and the quarterback Derek Griffith picked up the bad pitch and raced for a touchdown. Sometimes bad plays are good.
Hands off again, Kramer, big hole.
Gets a block, and he's in the end zone. Justin Friday throwing a block to get him in the end zone from about the 10-yard line. 26-yard run by Eric Kramer.
The only man between he and the goal line was Buchanan, and he sidestepped Gentry Buchanan, number 6, touchdown.
Excellent block downfield by the wide receiver Friday. That's what you have to do, and it's 34-0. And once again, the Tyler sideline yelling, for an adjustment from their defense to the formation that they did not do, and Eric Kramer with lots of room, and Eric's yardage is piling up quite nicely.
100 and plus.
This kick,
low.
Not real pretty, but it's effective.
He's getting tired.
And that could be a fact. But Eric going to be up in that neighborhood of 750 yards for the season, and that's not bad.
No, sir.
With 8:46 on the clock, and we're at 35-0. Well, as we talked a couple weeks ago at Caldwell, you're in a situation now where you can start thinking about maybe a individual here and there to look at. Your first defense is going to stay on the field as long as Tyler keeps their first offense out there. But I would say that after maybe one more offensive possession, we can see some younger people getting a chance. And the fourth quarter, it appears, will be a preview of Monday night's JV game.
And it's always good to see the young guys out there getting their shot. And, they'll spot some guys in and out. And it's amazing how the young kids come in and produce. It's a lot of desire.
Well, some of those young men do not get an opportunity on Friday night. And you can play all the JV games you want. There's nothing There's nothing like being out there on Friday night with the people in the stands
or
and the lights on.
Getting your spot here on special teams. Look out and see a Matt Cole, Woodby. Some of these other guys who are getting their shot on special teams.
Kramer, line drive kick to the 15 to Baker. He's to the 35. And
Timmerlane
stepping away to the 38-yard line. And we see a couple of people. John Cecil going to the sideline, shaking a little bit on that play. Woodby replaces him, which will send Daniel Ludwig up to the defensive end position and Woodby to the strong safety.
Keeper, nothing going.
Not much. Who's on the bottom of that pile?
Eric Rose was called out, and I believe that's right.
Eric powering through there and getting a hold of the quarterback with the legs. And again, they'll give him a yard, but if you could count up the number if you could count up the number of plays Tyler has run tonight, would have gained 2 yards or negative yardage, they would be a large.
It would be amazing.
They'll send two receivers wide to the left side on this 2nd and 9.
Oh, nice job.
And once
Shoemaker.
again, Nick Roberts meets John Shoemaker in the backfield. And really a nice job by Shoemaker tonight.
They're becoming close friends.
That loss back to the 31-yard line will be a loss of 9. And I'm not sure if anybody has blocked Shoemaker yet tonight.
I wonder if anybody's playing on that side.
But as I said before, whoever's responsibility it is to not block him is doing a fine job. Less than 7.5 minutes, third period.
What a way with words, huh? What a way with words.
They'll give to their running back. That may be Baker again. And he'll be back near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and more than 10. And Tyler once again will punt. And
Very conservative look there on the 3rd and long.
They've punted several times tonight, and early in the game, the
Early,
running
not
game
very
was
good.
not kind to them. And even a couple times they've been better. They've still been quite short and have been fair caught by Kramer. Jesse Nippert and Eric Kramer at the 30-yard line. This kick's a little bit better. Nippert will fair catch this one at the 27-yard line. That's near a 35-yard kick by the Tyler punter, Nick Reimer. So it's 6:31 remaining in period number 3.
This may be, if my memory serves me, might be the worst field position we've had.
We've not been
close.
Yeah, we've not been on our side of the 50 very many times to start possessions tonight. It's been very few times.
Ball loose.
Ludwig
And I believe he
coming
falls
out a
on
little
it.
quick. He'll get back on the snap. Loss of a yard or so on that play. We see number 22, Josh Woodby, into the game offensively on this series, as Kramer has taken a spot on the sideline. This is Jones from the tailback position.
Not too much there. Number 33 on the stop is Mike Forrester.
As we said earlier, a chance to get some people in there for a play or two. Woodby now going to the side after being in for a couple of snaps. Daniel Ludwig replaces him. 3rd and call it 7. We'll see how the Seminoles choose to play this. Ludwig will drop the throw. And now he'll ruck it. And side step.
Ball's loose.
Picked up. And somebody will pick it up for the Knights. That's Baker. He'll be
break
pulled
here
down.
Oh, we've got a flag.
Pulled down by number 61, Brad Demmerling. And we'll see what the call is from Rusty Vermey. It's a dead ball, personal foul.
Personal foul.
Against Monroe Central. And from here, I didn't see it. Coach Acosta trying to find out on the far side what the flag was for. The biggest negative tonight, despite the 35-0 lead, is 3 fumbles lost. That will move the Knights down inside the 15-yard line.
Just about the same position we were at on the other end of the field early. And they turned the ball back over, but this is the second big mistake for the Noles this evening.
And I'm not sure if the word has gotten to the sideline yet. Now I see the official on the far side going over to Coach Acosta. And this play is getting ready to go on. I'm not sure if
I don't think Coach is still.
If he knows or not. He now goes to the side. I think maybe did get the call and and knows what the call was. Whether he agrees with it or not, I don't know, but I think the film will probably prove it out. Passing play by Roberts to the end zone.
Oh, up in there. Forrester, number 82. I'm sorry, Buchanan.
That's a big 6'2", 200-pound senior tight end.
Friday was defending.
And 5:02. I'm not sure if Justin had a hand on that or not.
It looked for here like he had a half a step, but Justin may have got a hand on the ball.
Is at the 12-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Jesse Alt will be wide out to the far
And
side. We've
flag
got a
down,
flag.
and with some movement on the offensive line of Tyler. You see all the members of the defensive front for the Seminoles
Good
pointing.
call there.
As somebody must have went down into a stance and picked up their hand or something. But it must have been pretty obvious to everybody in a white jersey, along with the officials. 2nd 15, ball back to the 17-yard line. Some late changing of personnel.
Richmond and Matthias will be wide out to the far side with 33.
Roberts in the shotgun, trying to get some more time. He's going to the corner of the end zone.
Oh,
Incomplete.
knocked away. Nipper.
The intended receiver was Matthias, cutting in front of Nippert, but not able to make the play. 3rd and 15.
As it developed, it looked like that play had touchdown written all over it. Whether Nippert knocked it down or it just was off the hands of Matthias. Lucky break, 457. Mathis, sorry, Mathis. I'm being corrected.
It's my job.
The Twins to the left, single receiver wide right. From the shotgun, Roberts across the middle, incomplete. Intended for Matthias again.
Mathis.
Nippert may have had a hand on it. Kramer also put a shot on the receiver. 4th down.
Mathis.
Mathis. Once you get that into your
I know,
mind,
so
you just can't get it out.
We
can
have
you?
accumulated and ain't gonna let it rest. Back home, there wasn't Matthias or something, wasn't there? Or something?
I hope so.
I don't know. I don't know where that name came from. Mathis.
Maybe we have a typographical error in the
Yes.
program or something.
I mean, he's got his own fan club. There must be 10 people down here with his name on their back.
I hope they don't hear me calling for the wrong
That's right.
name because we're badly outnumbered.
Oh,
That was number 33,
10-4,
Forrester.
33.
Friday and Miller.
Another big defensive stand.
But the defense preserves the shutout again at 4:50 remaining in the 3rd period. So now from their own 17-yard line.
I'm a little surprised down here that close to the goal line that that many pass plays in a row that they didn't go to a run, with the running back and the ability of the running backs.
In order to get someone, just get a score on the board.
Oh, quick hit there and nowhere to go. 54. Pete Hayes. Yes, Nathan Baker.
So since the early touchdown in the 3rd period to make it 35-0, things have kind of slowed down from the offensive standpoint. Both teams at loss back to the 15. Second down and 13. Pitch to Kramer. Tries to step back. He'll get the lost yardage back plus a yard or two. He's still shy of the 20. Bringing up 3rd and about 8. With everything else working, so that may be the first pitch sweep that we have seen tonight.
Yeah.
And it's been a very good play the last couple of weeks.
That time not going for a lot. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and a long 8.
Trips to the right. Ludwig in the shotgun. He goes down the middle, and the receiver falls down, and a couple Tyler guys run together, but they will make the interception. It's number 23, DJ Cunningham on the interception. The intended receiver, falling down, and really, all they had to do was catch it, and two defensive backs about running together almost, did that. So Monroe Central, uncharacteristically, with 4 turnovers tonight. Not often do you turn the ball over 4 times and still have a 35-0 lead.
Yeah, that's the biggie there.
Tyler has returned the favor a couple times. With 3:22 left in period number 3. They'll run the option again. This is Baker.
Oh, they got a little room here.
And he'll get tackled by the
Nice job by
shoestring.
Kramer blocked at the line of scrimmage, breaking out, and
Baker did
he'll
not
pick up
get out.
possibly 4.
And it looks like a cramp by Baker, and he'll be replaced by number 20. That's Mathis. It looks like a cramp on Baker, and we'll get a stoppage of play. As Rusty Vermillion, the official, will stop play. We might mention if anybody that was at the game on Friday night that Bo Weddle did go to the hospital. They felt like maybe he had a hyperextended knee, and hopefully nothing more than that.
That's serious enough, but when he went down on the field, it looked like something could be very, very much wrong.
And we commented at the time about Doc Snyder not being there. We understand that
he was deer hunting.
Doc Snyder stopped to go deer hunting along the way.
Quarterback Roberts
gets out of bounds.
Pushed out by Friday.
But it will be a Tyler first down.
That may be the first plus that for the evening for Mr. Roberts, as he's had a rough evening. Nick Roberts, 5'11", 165-pound senior at the quarterback position. He's had a rough evening. They do have the ball lying on the 37-yard line, 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Again, they'll have 3 wide receivers with a single setback. Roberts, the throw, has pressure, and has Kramer and Shoemaker. A loss back to the 44-yard line. Second down and 17.
So Mr. Roberts, who had some plus yardage, with negative there, sacked again.
And I'm really would not even venture a guess how many quarterback sacks and plays behind the line that has been.
An amazing evening.
And that's a sticker on the helmet for every sack and caught behind the line. So quite a few of those to be given out when that time comes next week. They'll give on a delay to Mathis. Someone by his shoestrings. Grubb, possibly.
And Shoemaker. Don't know which one had the finger. But again, good penetration, a great job.
No gain, 3rd and 17.
Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. And
well, as we mentioned earlier, scoring in the opening stages of the game, a quick lead has forced Tyler to do some things that they're really not comfortable at doing. They're not a passing team, and they've shown that they've had problems passing the ball tonight, and the defense has just done a great job. Tyler will spend their second timeout of the second half with 1:01 remaining in the third period. This one's been all Seminoles, 35-0.
well, Coach, as time out on the field, back to your point, the Seminoles were able to come out and get a quick lead, which changed things. I don't know, though. The defense looked so good this evening that I don't know if anything could have changed the way the defense came to play this evening.
And it sure makes it easier to play defense when you have a lead. And despite the turnover on the opening kickoff, Tyler fumbling it right back and then boom, one play, 78 yards, touchdown, Ludwig to Nippert. And
you know, and it's hard to tell people this is a quality team. You know, when you were looking at them and they had lost 2 games and struggling to get over 500, and now, you know, look at what their production is this evening. A brilliant performance.
This will put them at 2-3, and I can't really tell you what they have coming up later in the year. I'm sure it's in the book here somewhere, but you know, you anticipate this team being able to win a couple more games during the course of the year. So after the timeout, 3rd and long. Roberts on a quick out for Mathis, who drops the ball and will be incomplete. Seminoles all over it. You're not sure until the official makes his decision whether it is an incomplete pass or a lateral. Looks like John Cecil and others jumping in there on that football. But it is an incomplete pass, 4th down, 17. And
57 seconds
looks
remaining.
like Tyler will opt to punt the ball. Earlier they did go for it from this position on the field, but at 35-0, just punt it away and hope to put the other team's offense in poor position and maybe get out of here not giving up any more points.
No pressure.
He gets the kick away, and again it's a short kick. It'll hit. Nippert will pick it up, try to get to the outside. Not a lot of room as the sidelines come bearing in on him. Not a lot of room to go, but you know, getting some positive yardage off a return. I think was scheduled to go to the right, and he came up to the left. At least I hope it was scheduled to go to the right because there was nothing but black shirts on this near sideline. But Nippert picking up probably around 10 yards on that return to the 28-yard line. So 44 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. Movement, but no offside.
Nice move.
Just a straight dive by Kramer across the 35 to the 36. And you can tell the officials are in a hurry to get out of here. It looked like the referee, Rusty Vermillion, kind of took a glance at the clock and waited for it to move under 25 seconds before he put the ball ready for play. So the Seminoles would not have to run a play if they would so choose.
Yes.
But they will get a snap off.
Ball loose.
And maybe we shouldn't have run the play.
I believe we have black jersey down.
And it's another turnover. And we definitely shouldn't have run the play. And that is 5 turnovers by the Seminoles. 4 fumbles and an interception. Tyler will take over at the Monroe Central 34-yard line.
Must be a tick left on the clock. Evidently not.
And we have reached the end of period number 3. There you see the story. Monroe Central 35, Tyler Consolidated nothing.
Come to Day Appliance and TV, your Electrotech dealer for everything electronic. Full computer systems for home, school, or business. Lay away now for Christmas and make someone special very happy. Day Appliance carries lots of accessories too. Fuse switches, cables, telephones, calculators, televisions, radios, and even Firemstar. Special orders, large or small. Save yourself a trip and order what you need delivered to Woodsfield. By the way, if you're one of these people who are computer illiterate, just ask a kid or stop in at Day Appliance and TV. Woodsfield Orthopedic and Sports Rehabilitation Center offers outpatient treatments to a wide variety of injuries. Treatments include a combination of modalities, therapeutic exercises, and manual techniques, in addition to state-of-the-art Cybex exercise equipment. All athletes are welcome to come to our sports clinic every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. with Dr. Snyder and the rehab physical therapist. No appointment necessary. Call 472-9869 for details and to schedule other therapy needs.
As we start period number 4, we see first defense still on the field for Monroe Central, but I would expect to see some substitutions, especially if Tyler would not score. They run off the right side. That is Baker. He'll have a pickup of 4 yards to the 30 where Demmerling makes the play. 2nd and 6. As you pointed out, Dale, earlier when Tyler recovered a fumble, had the ball down close, and he went all to the pass. Maybe now from this good field position, they're just going to try to run the ball and get something in.
Well, you'd think they just grind it in, and not much there.
That's
maybe a yard or 2.
That's Baker again. I see Shoemaker off the pile along with
Nipper, Jones.
Tom Jones. Third down 3. And the formation we've seen Tyler run a lot tonight, the pro I. This will be pro I left. Roberts fakes the throw. Short pass complete to number 82. And that's going to be a loss. That is Brock Buchanan. That's Ben Miller on the tackle. Loss of a yard.
Anyway, brings up a 4th down. Of course, there's no reason not to go for it here.
A good open field tackle by Miller. Keep the clock running. This time a slot formation to the right with motion. Handoff. That's Baker again. Not much.
Not much.
And he's well short of the first down, it appears. Shoemaker kind of slow to his feet after making that play. And very kind spot. And will require the change to come across the field in this 35-0 game.
Yeah, it looks like a very, very kind spot.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for somebody. It'll either be 1st and 10 Tyler or 1st and 10 Monroe Central. As they'll bring the chains in, and it will be first down Monroe Central.
Even with a very kind spot. It was
short by a couple of feet. So again, Tyler, you know, 3rd time tonight they've had the ball down, semi-close after turnovers and done nothing with it.
Still 9 minutes and 59 seconds with this clock will start here. But
well, you'd like to see the offense, get out of this hole, taking over to their own 25-yard line so you can make those substitutions. But I know the coaching staff cannot be happy at all with the 4 fumbles lost and total 5 turnovers.
Kramer, lots of room.
They're out of the hole. It's
41-yard line.
41-yard line. And as we said, Eric's starting to rack up some very nice yardage. Maybe flirting with that 150-yard mark.
I've got him at 133.
And you could probably be off a yard or 2.
Be off 10 or 20. Math was never a good subject for me.
Pro formation with Kramer and Daniel Ludwig in the backfield. And Daniel gets the carry. A couple yards across the 40 to about the 43. Pickup of about 3 yards. Things have quieted down on this near side quite a bit in this Tyler Consolidated homecoming. A lot of people starting to move out of here.
Move out. 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, 35-0. The party's just about over.
And before people tune out here, I'd like to see everybody out for the Monroe Central homecoming next week. That's always a lot of activity.
Quick hit, nothing.
It was Josh Jones, I believe, on the carry. But homecoming week usually means bonfire on Thursday night, where they will crown the king at that bonfire and then crown the queen at halftime of the game. prayed before the game, I'm sure. And that opponent, the Shenandoah Zeps, undefeated.
They could come in undefeated.
Going into Saturday night. And like to see them come in 6-0.
Yeah. Oh, handoff there, just about bobbled again. Lots of pressure, and he's down.
Ludwig pulled down from behind.
Ball knocked loose by number 76, but a Seminole on top of it. Looks like Ludwig may be a little slow to get up. '76 with Ben Miller for them came in and kind of hit Ludwig late. Knocked the ball away.
It looked like, as he was on the ground there, falling across, possibly his shoulder or arm. I just, did a double take there, as you mentioned, number 76, Ben Miller for Tyler. Yeah. And number 24, Ben Miller on our side. So Jason back on his feet, kind of jogs to the sideline, and I think, hopefully nothing more than the wind knocked out of him there as he was on the ground. Maybe the ball kind of under him as somebody fell on top. Hope Kramer to punt, and hopefully by the next time you go on offense, we will see those younger kids, and you can see Derek Griffith at quarterback. Punts away. It's a nice punt, sending Baker back, who fumbles the ball at the 15, and finally scoops it back in. As looks like that was Daniel Ludwig was bearing in on him. And Daniel
have not had good hands tonight.
And maybe there's something wrong with that football.
Yeah.
There's, that's
ours seems to be okay, but theirs.
I don't know.
Of course, we've had five.
We've had five turnovers and 4 fumbles, and since that was our snap, that was our football that they were fumbling. So maybe we need to check the quality of the footballs we're bringing along. 7:20.
And they are deep. They're going to start again the 15-yard line, so they've got a long way to pay dirt.
They'll run the option and pitch it. This is a new back. Number 41.
I believe we had a holding there at the line.
Chad Northcraft.
Nevertheless, gain of 12, 13. Somebody put a wicked block out on the corner for Mr. Northcraft. Is that his name?
Yes.
Northcraft.
Chad Northcraft.
Again.
Tailback, that would be Northcraft again. As the other tailbacks that Tyler has used, Baker and Mathis, both sitting over here on the sideline, Chad taking quite a beating.
Northcraft, 5'8", 170 pounds. He's a junior. A couple nice pickups there at 6 minutes and 29 seconds.
Pickup of 5 on that play, 2nd and 5. We've reached 6:20, time remaining in the game. They'll give it to Northcraft again, and he kind of slides through, and he'll pick up some yardage, about a yard short of the first down.
But did a nice job bouncing that to the outside, following his blockers, and they're going to mark this possibly a yard short.
Looked like Josh Jones in on the play on the far side.
A short yard.
They'll run the sneak. Roberts should have his first down, and a flag thrown into the middle of that pile. And the second time tonight, a personal foul, and I think that's enough for Coach DeCosta and Coach Singleton. They're going to get some of their main players out of there. A couple personal foul calls, which you do not like to see. And I'm not sure what happened in the middle of that. If somebody throwing a forearm or something into the middle of that pile, really from our vantage point, impossible to tell.
We have all white jerseys, all new jerseys here with try to give you some of the names.
Only 10 players on the defense. No defensive end on the far side. They'll run the option that way.
Pretty good coverage there. Matt Cole out first to make contact.
So I guess, and now we'll finally get an 11th guy out there. So I guess pickup of 8, from a defensive standpoint, maybe not too bad when you only had 10 people on the field.
Forrest with
David Forrest now in at that defensive end spot. But again, as we've said before, really tough at this point in time to get people out there. Possibly some moving around with the fact that Bo Weddle would not be available to play, who would be out there at this time. Roberts to throw.
Pass.
He's going deep. And it's going to go for a big gain and a touchdown.
43.
Number 43 is Tim Richmond. Just a sophomore, big 6'3" end in Richmond. And that play will go for 37 yards and a touchdown. And unfortunately, the shutout for the board, but from the standpoint, the first defense deserves credit for a shutout tonight.
Exactly. And that was basically the night's first team offense. I didn't see any changes.
That was their starting quarterback. Roberts throwing the pass.
And Richards has been in there all night.
Robert,
the big kid.
Roberts to Richmond. And so he's been there, even though I don't believe they've thrown toward him. So Roberts will now attempt the point. A touchdown coming at 4:38 remaining in the game. And he will kick it from a straight on. And hammer it right through there with plenty to spare. So at 4:38 remaining in the game, Tyler on the board. Still Seminoles 35, Knights 7.
Well, Coach, I tell you, it's been a great evening for the Seminoles. We're going to extend their record now to 4-2, and look forward to next week. Shenandoah coming to town.
4-2 record, 3 weeks in a row. A lot of offensive yardage, a lot of points on the board.
But you can't say enough. Look at the 2 losses. You got River, and River tonight playing finally at Martins Ferry.
As you tried to schedule them in to play
I tried to get them to play
ago.
last week. But, and they're right now on fire. I don't know what they'll do tonight. For our sake, we'd like to see them knock the Martins Ferry, team off.
Well, from a county standpoint, I think you'd like to see River continue on, do well, and qualify for the playoffs.
Which, if they continue to play the way they are, that should be in the cards for them.
Both of us, we've known Terry Snively, Coach of River, a long time, and would love to see that, and would look forward to following them, as long as we don't get a rematch, there. Which, if the Seminoles are fortunate enough to rack up the points necessary to qualify for postseason, you may see that rematch, later on, but that's a long way off. Roberts the kick.
Low straight kick.
That's Kramer. Across his 20, still on his feet to cross the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that would be an interesting matchup, as you were talking about the county rivalries. If you'd have the River and the Knowles, Monroe Central, going back again together, that was a well-played ball game.
We see mostly first offense back on the field now. It's 4:31 remaining after the Tyler touchdown. And it still is 35-7. And we're going to get a stoppage of play and a timeout, Monroe Central. And that will probably get some changing of personnel. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Is this a new tape or the same tape?
No, we're in the same tape. We're going to try it.
4:31 left. Derek Griffith, the quarterback. We get a flag down. A few flags and things like that. We may not make it. The ball carrier was Farnsworth, number 42, I believe. It is a procedure penalty against the Seminoles. Farnsworth did pick up a yard or two, but the Knights, just to keep things moving, will decline that penalty. As they've also put some younger kids on the field themselves.
Matt Cole coming in with the play. Dave Forrest will go out.
We'll just run this clock, give some different kids a chance to carry the ball.
Handoff and Forrest, I'm sorry, that's Farnsworth. No,
That's Adam
34,
Jones,
Adam
number
Jones.
34, hitting a man there and stumbling backwards. Very little gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Kenton Hamilton coming in, number 81.
Really hard to catch all these people.
Certainly is.
Heath Wells is the center for this group, number 75. A toss, and I think somebody went the wrong way. 45 is Dustin Rose, but that was kind of messed up. It looked like people going one direction and other people going the different direction. And it will be a loss on the play back to the 28-yard line, and that will necessitate the first team coming back in to punt the ball away.
Yeah, and it may be 35-7 here for everybody in the stands and pretty much over. Young guys on the field, it's a big deal.
An opportunity for them to get a few plays in. Scheduled JV game on Monday at home against Tyler Consolidated. JV suffered their first loss last Monday night at Bellsville. They have a record of 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. A lot of pressure, and Kramer gets away. A good kick under pressure and sending the man back to the 28-yard line. That's Shane Thomas, number 42. He'll get back to the 39-yard line. 2:26 on the clock. So both sides of the field, a lot of youngsters in. Here the JV team does have a game scheduled every Monday the rest of the way. Now JV games are always subject to change, but urge people to get out.
Yeah, chance to see some
and see these youngsters play.
Yes.
The new quarterback for Tyler is number 12, Todd Neckley, a junior. Pick up of some 5 yards by the ball carrier. Again, that was 41 Northcraft. And Adam Farnsworth, they say, on the tackle. And I really did not see as I was checking other numbers.
White jerseys out there. Under 2 minutes.
They'll pitch to Northcraft. He'll be hit near the line of scrimmage by Forrest, and Northcraft will get forward across the 45-yard line in Monroe Central territory for a first down.
Pretty nice running back there for a young Northcraft.
Second line kid behind a couple of good seniors. We may see him on Monday in the JV game. The clock running now with 1 minute and 30 seconds. And Neckley will throw deep. He's got Richmond again. And another touchdown by number 43, Tim Richmond. With a couple meaningless long touchdown passes by the Knights to make the score a little bit respectable.
Todd
But this one's been over since the early going.
Yes.
Neckley, the quarterback, a junior, throwing to his sophomore receiver Richmond for his second catch and second touchdown. Look good on the stat sheet.
Yeah, at 119-35 to, let's see what they'll do with the kick.
Knights will line up and go for 2. Their quarterback Neckley under center. He'll go a quick slant for his wide out Richmond. This one is incomplete. Number 20, Jonathan Wilson on the defense. So 1:19 left. It's 35-13. I believe our score last week was 35-14. So we'll get the kickoff, and at this point in time, with the Knights try an onside kick, or they just kick it away and try to get out of here.
I would say they'll probably just get out of here with the 35-13 loss. Not much you can do now.
And not extend this game out any longer.
No.
As you see a lot of the seniors, and older players for Tyler here in front of us on the bench. So this looks to be a JV kickoff unit also.
Coach, what can you say about this evening's performance? It's a great performance by the Knowles. They came, it's a beautiful facility here, a nice trip across, and really glad to see them get on the 4-2 end of this season.
As I felt early in the year, coming back from River and being 1-2, that this football team had an excellent chance to run the table for the remainder of the year. And nothing has happened to disprove that thought. The third straight win, as they'll move everybody up close and leave just a single back. That's probably Nippert deep at his own 20. There's a lot of moving around and try to get spots covered for a possible onside kick. That's kind of a squib kick, will pop and hit the ground. Nippert will
going to pick it up.
Busting guy outside.
You got a man to beat.
And be driven out of bounds by number 43, Richmond, I think. And a late flag comes out, a second flag comes down, and it looked like, we're a long way off, that, as a tackle, there was some elbow to the head type play there by Richmond. So 2 flags come down, and it is a personal foul on Tyler Consolidated. And you really hate to see those things happen this late in a game that, has been over for quite some time.
Yeah, for sure.
So after a little stop of the camera there to try to conserve tape and a timeout, and step off of the penalty, we're ready to go.
We're all kind of action. Hand off.
And another flag.
Penalty. My land.
After really a pretty well-played game and very few penalties, now all of a sudden the officials trying to get their quota in, I guess. And throwing some flags. Of course,
this is against them.
I shouldn't say that because if you do have the obvious personal foul things of that nature, it has to be called.
Yeah, you don't want somebody to get hurt this late in the ball game, but yet, you'd like to get it over. Well, Coach, we're gonna have to get out of here early, but quite an evening. You need to get out. If you haven't been out to see a game, you need to get out this coming Friday night, a week from today. Homecoming, Shenandoah to town. A lot of fun.
And let's challenge the fans to come out in big numbers and to make a lot of noise.
Bring the voices.
Ball loose. Fumbles and picks up the loose ball. And very little gain on the play, maybe a loss. And I'm going to say, Dale, that's probably going to do it as we're down to 30 seconds. And I'm sure Rusty Vermillion is going to look at the clock and not put it ready for play. And he has not done so yet. And we're under 25 seconds, so that's going to be it. The signals come from the sideline. You just stay in the huddle, and it's going to run out here with the last 15 seconds. So, a great night for the Seminoles tonight. Despite 5 turnovers, a lot of great things offensively and defensively, and it's going to go down as a 35-13 victory for the Seminoles.
Yeah, Coach, another great job. Always appreciate you. You do a great job. My wife, Joe Palmeretti, on the camera. It's a lot of fun, folks. You need to get out here and enjoy some of the Seminole football. This is Dale Eddy, and we'll see you next week for more high school football.